So sorry.
This is okay, because I'm usually the klutz of the stream. That's how it works. And the players are readying up. It's going to be Grim Dungeons for the first map. And DM20, Hidden Fortress, will be the map chosen for map number 2. So we're going to see 2 new maps for today.
But still old maps.
Still old maps, indeed. This should definitely favor l0wfly dramatically, just because they should have a better team element. But you have some seasoned veterans on Unknown, so let's see how it turns out. We're on Funny B to begin with, and I will refer to him as Funny B. I think it's only fair.
Yeah.
I've known him for so many years as Funny B.
Is he funny?
My Swedish, he taught me Swedish.
Really?
Yeah. That's where my Swedish came from. So there is Zaring's trying to do the best he can with grenades. And it's not looking so good right now. It doesn't really connect very much. But he's alive, and he has the LG alive as well. If he can get into some ammo and some armor. Oh, the grenade and the LG. Brilliant work from Zaring's there. And of course, the second rail spawning. I wonder who's going to get it. We can't see on the cam. And FRS picks up a very strong quad. Going to make his way all the way over to BS. Phoenix. Oh, he could get pushed into the void. There it is. Avoided by the beautiful play of FRS. Let's switch on to FRS if we can find him on the camera. There it is. Picks up a frag onto Gerper. And this should be l0wfly now with, I think, pretty solid control over the red armor. Really depends on whether or not Unknown decide they want to flood in or not. And it's unlikely because they lost all their weapons. They don't have much off the spawn to pick up. It's going to be difficult overall. So looks like they're deciding against it. And a little bit of harassment, but l0wfly are going to be able to set up here and build up. Maybe push into the rail and the rocket yellow a little bit, but otherwise it seems like Unknown are happy to keep it at a 5-8 game for now and try to play for the next power-ups, as is one of the standard plays you can go for on this map. I wonder how many Grim Dungeons I've played in the last 10 years.
Can't you see that on your stats? Well,
no,
at least on your
not in the last 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you keep all your demos? I know some people who do, you know, they got gigs of that.
Like any famous names anyone would know about?
Yeah.
Fox?
Oh, yeah, yeah, as if you guys can hear what I can hear. No, Fox, yeah. Fox, I think Tox does that too. I think Puri used to do it, but he lost like a lot of them because of his hard drive crash, so then he stopped once he lost them.
Oh, Siren's trying to push in onto Railgun here. And that lovely grenade frag. That was very nice. It's 8-8 now. Power-ups are spawning. And there's that 4-second delay for the battle suit. So it's very dangerous. I mean, this is something that can make the quad more powerful. That delay. Because the quad LG can get to that area and just void the battle suit every time. That's the danger here. There you go, Phoenix. Can he make his way quickly enough? No, he's going to wait for the armor. He's already really stacked though. Oh, brilliant. Oh, wow. Snapcase. Oh, just saving himself. But, oh my god. Saving himself from so many problems. Snapcase, beautiful clutch rocket jumping there to save himself from the void. Spots Phoenix there with the quad. He will pick up that red armor. And there's an LG on the floor. I would love for him to pick it up, but he gets pushed away from it. And now, oh, but brilliant save with the rockets. And that was a beautiful save indeed, because I really wanted to pick up the LG. I mean, that would have made it fine. But those rockets were not easy to hit, so brilliant stuff from Snapcase. But the thing is that Unknown still have a strong presence on the red armor room, so is l0wfly going to call a flood into this room to retake it, or are they going to be satisfied with just holding back? Because you absolutely don't want to have, like... This is a map where, as a team, decisiveness is incredibly important. You absolutely have to know exactly what you're doing with the team, because if two of you are like trying to flood, or maybe 3, and like 1 isn't on board or whatever, then you're going to be giving away frags.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and frags can very often just sit still, and it can be very hard to gain them because there's so many defensive positions you'll have to attack into to gain back frags. So it can be very difficult. You do not want to. It's like Blood Run, playing Blood Run. Blood Run is like one of the maps again where it's so hard to make frags that it makes it even more important that you don't give anything away for free.
Exactly. So this would be the Blood Run of...
yeah, to some extent, I think you can say that.
TDM. Will we still see Unknown in the red?
And... Oh, wow. FS going to get found there. Wynn's going to go for the kill. Luckily, he had help. Good support there from his teammate. And not much, many players in this room, just 2 at the moment. I wonder whether okay, there's their shotgun man. Typical setup. There's 1 on shotgun, 1 around the rocket, 1 pushing rail, and the other guy floats. And you basically go in between to see like what is needed by your team. And there you go, rocket jumps up from Wins with the BS pickup. And this is going to be red armor secure right now for Unknown. And there comes the quad silent step coming in from the lightning gun. Oh, handily deals with Wins there. And this could be the in, but silent step's missing his shots. Cannot afford to miss any rails. There is 1 pickup, and that's all the low-fly players right in on this red armor area now, and that's going to be control for them, assuming there is not a quick retake from Unknown, and it doesn't look like it. So low-fly now set up here, and it could be a slow affair once more as we wait for the next power-ups to spawn. Snapcase has been very vocal today. Quite the keyboard warrior he is. He's angry. He is angry. He's
got no reason to be angry. He did a beautiful play on the battlesuit last time. I think I think it's hilarious when people rage when there's clearly no reason.
Well, he is someone who's really known for it as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's definitely can be an emotional player, raging and stuff like that. Is very common for Snapcase. He was a teammate of mine for many years as well. I know him really well.
Oh, yeah. Like his name's appropriate then.
Yeah. Does he know there's like a punk rock band or something called Snapcase?
Oh, okay. Well, no. Oh, I don't know anything about that stuff.
No, I know the why, but I googled his name once and it popped up.
Stalking. I like it.
And he actually competed at a couple World Tour stops, I believe. I think Sweden and 1 other one.
For Painkiller?
Yeah. He's a good player.
Wow, so he's really old school.
Yeah, he's very old school. He's a really good player. And Funny Bee as well, very old school CPM player. He's very talented. And he never really put in a huge amount of effort to be like, take it seriously and be really good. But look at Snapcase taking a lot of damage in from behind there. He does get position onto red, but look at the troubles he's finding himself in. Rockets will not save him this time. 14 points of health, and finally the rail from Wins does take him down. Quad damage still up on Zyrinx, as this time Wins will drop the LG. And it's the reverse situation before. Zyrinx not going to gun Wins down as brutally, as ruthlessly as was done to him. Treat others like you'd like to be treated and all that.
Yeah.
And Unknown starting to make a lead here, getting the advantage of these power-ups. And this is l0wfly's map. The next map rather, DM20 Hidden Fortress, that definitely plays to the favor of Unknown because they have a team of people who are damage dealers. They are just at the core damage dealers. The only person that maybe doesn't fit that role necessarily is Phoenix, but at the same time you've got 3 other players who are heavily based around efficient damage dealing capabilities and good aim fighting abilities and stuff like that, and that's got DM20 written all over it.
Nice grenades there from Funny Bee.
Ooh, nice pixel rail from Wins as well. And it looks like sometimes l0wfly like to do this. They like to poke with 2 players at a time into this red armor room. Sometimes it works because you can catch them out of position. Yeah,
that would freak me out. Like all of a sudden 2 guys out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's why it can be so important to have a really good coordination, like exactly where your teammates are, so you always know that cannot happen. Yeah, and you can't get caught off guard. And it can be difficult sometimes in Quake Live to do this. Actually. Yeah,
I mean you really have to trust one another. That your team has your back and you have to like help them too.
And looks like they won't want to try and make a play onto the quad here. And that's a good rail from Gerper. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Wins would push in a little bit more, but his health isn't super good. And just getting that rail damage onto the players of l0wfly, and Snapcase. I'm waiting to see some typing. But that was really nasty there. Obliterated that quad. Cannon still will pick up the BS, but Unknown definitely made a lot of work onto that quad damage, and all they have to do now is weather this run from Cannon, but he has no weapons. So he's probably going to go down to Wins, maybe? The LT does like surprisingly little damage. Eventually he picks up a rail. And Funny Bee is going to be just scavenging right now for health. There's 125. And we're approaching the halfway mark, and Zyrinx just running around with a Pummel out. And you'll get a railgun for free. I don't know if Vi's just running around with Pummel out, but Zyrinx makes it work. To be honest, it's an instant switch, actually, to the next weapon, more or less, so... If you've only got machine gun, I guess it makes sense.
Isn't machine gun instant as well?
Yeah, I think it's the way it works is like the reload of the last weapon you used.
Oh, yeah.
So like
okay.
in the pummel and machine gun both fire really fast.
Yeah, so they have no reload.
So that's pretty nice. And there you go, Zarix moving in. Oh, finds 3 teammates, hello. Looks like they're settling on the quad, which is fine because I believe the quad is actually 5 seconds delayed now. Again, if they're really fast, you drop down this back passage and then just like charge all the way over. If you're an LG, you're at the BS with an LG and quad, and that is just incredibly dangerous with all the void. The other team is going to have a horrible time if they try to pick up the BS. So that is definitely a great objective for Unknown. They don't want to push themselves and be like, we have to take back red, and risk it. They're very happy to go cut the losses and be like, okay, we got this frag advantage, we're going to sit on it, and then we're going to just defend, and then go for the quad, and not bother with red. And great defense from Zarix there for his teammates' benefit. Oh, no grenades to the face, please, and there it is! Straight to the face. And man, it is all those weapons. Phoenix going to go this way towards... Oh, Snapcase goes down into the void once again. Another BS voided. Great rail, clutch hit from Unknown. And now on Phoenix, you can see he's got some LG to work with. FRS with those grenades, man. Seriously, FRS, calm yourself. And that is Sunset going to take him down. So Unknown still in the lead, and after these power-ups, nothing really changed that much. Although Sunset getting great damage here. Brilliant work from Sunset. Excellent. Oh, can he get a third as well? Zarix is there, and the grenade again. Actually, the grenade in that spot is so nice.
Yeah.
You never see it coming. It's just there in your face. And Unknown looks like they don't want to risk anything again. They're just going to be chilling.
Yeah.
But
they're playing like slow and steady, and it's working. I mean, they're still winning, so who can say that, you know?
It's really a huge thing on this map, like not giving frags for free. It's if you learn anything about playing this map, it's like find ways to avoid that, because there's always another option. So here he goes, guys, trying to push in on the shotgun. Finds that it is properly defended, no opening for him to exploit. Oh, hello. I don't think Zarix is expecting a railer there. Just narrowly missed getting a rail to the chest. And power-ups in 30 seconds now. And this is Grim Dungeons. Welcome to Grim Dungeons. They removed the Jesus.
You know, it'd be cool if they could do bouncing grenades again, like Quake 4, like up the bounce pad.
Oh yeah.
That would be fun on this map.
Through like teleporters.
Yeah, because you have so many of these bounce pad like little portal things. But yeah, I'm not too sure what to say. It's quad soon. Zarix is there.
There you go. Phoenix going to pick up the quad. Is he
going
to make the quick attack onto BS? Come on, here you go. Excellent. He's in position. Oh, FRS with a clutch rocket pushes him into the void, and that saves. That absolutely saves this BS for l0wfly. That was a huge play. That was so important. And now Funny B is able to run around. He's not super stacked, but his objective here really needs to be to solidify control for his team and pick up anything he can. And he's going to find Zarix. And with the shotgun finish, there it is. Oh my god, Zarix has a lot of health. And there you go.
So.
Oh man. Oh, we just took that round just before the end of the BS. There you go. Gappa takes him down. And that was a really important moment for l0wfly as they make their way forward in this game. Sunset with a defense there, locking out Unknown, and even trying to go aggressive here. Got to be careful. Oh, there is FRS. Oh, great rocket from FRS as well. Locking down this railgun spot. Damage output from these guys is really nice. FRS really needs to swap though from this position. He's too weak to hold this. He's got to be careful. Doesn't want to lose his weapons.
There are only 12 frags down. There's at least 6 minutes left. It's more than doable for l0wfly, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's just all about the power-ups.
2 power-ups.
And if they get some good runs with the power-ups.
And again, random
These grenades are just like homing today. And there you go. Here's the defense from the team of Unknown. this is basically what the grenade launcher is for on this map. This one thing that Zyrax is doing, this is what it's for. To stop railers coming in and being able to rail you there. So basically, when the quad is spawning, that's what it's for.
The bouncer.
Yeah, exactly. And there Phoenix picks up another power-up. I gotta say, I'm missing the Zyrax and Wind's power-ups. But Phoenix is gonna get himself over to the BS, Snapcase with the rocket jump. Oh my god!
Pushed off.
Snapcase got stuck for a millisecond on the jump pad, and that was too long. And he got pushed off and voided again. And this is what happens at the start of the game. We had like a 4-second separation between quad and BS, and you can see how critical it was.
Yeah.
And the thing is, actually, one of the strategies that used to be employed also is for the team out of control to basically like just leave the quad up and defend it, and just leave it up for as long as physically possible. And then what happens is the enemy take the BS, and what you're doing is you're playing for the BS to run out, and then you attack with the quad. So you have like 15 seconds of quad versus no BS.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing that teams like to do sometimes, but
Yeah,
it can backfire though. It can really backfire, because if that goes badly somehow, then the other team get the control.
Yeah, then they can have BS and quad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a risk. It is a risk.
But risky play is probably needed if l0wfly wanna get back into this.
Yeah.
Unknown have really stepped up their lead since that quad.
Yeah, they're really happy to just take all the quads, and l0wfly need to recognize this maybe, because they are taking the BSs, but the thing is that they aren't defending BS against the quad well enough. And it's difficult, the separation in time between BS and quad makes it very difficult. So it's either a decision of like tightening up the defensive setup, or it's a decision of just going and competing for the quad directly. And here you go, 15 seconds to quad. Looks like l0wfly are trying to defend it, but Unknown are unrelenting, coming in here, and they do manage to secure it. And there is FRS. Wow. Wow.
Forcing his way through like the Viking that he is.
Yeah.
He's gonna pillage that quad.
Oh wow, Funny V gets the quad. This is really important. This could be a point which saves the game. Oh, and here comes more pummel action. They're all going for it, and Gerpa gets an excellent with the pummel there. And we have to remember that there is a quad running around. More pummeling for l0wfly. Let's see if we can switch to the quad. In fact, let's find that quad. It's a Funny B.
5 seconds left.
And he can't find that BS, and he just gets denied entry there. And the fact that he wasn't able to do much with the quad in that run kind of doesn't bode well for the chances of l0wfly to take this map. And again, this is really the map that I think favors them the most.
Yeah.
But at least they are all very capable players when it comes to the raw fighting, the realm of tactical play. So they don't. It's not like it's I will predict a mercy limit for DM20, but it will be hard for them, I think.
I mean, maybe, but what? Yeah, I don't think they have time on this map. They have just 2 minutes left, and they're more than 30 frags behind. So they need to just try and get it together for DM20, I guess.
Yeah, it's also the kind of map where, like on Blood Run, you can accept the lead and run with it, and just be like, we can just play defensively now. We can give up.
I hate playing people who do that though. They just get an early lead and defend.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that, like, when I think about that, it makes you think about, like, people used to complain, oh, it's like you're playing like the CPL finals or something. And I still think about it like that. But then CPL doesn't really exist anymore.
No.
It hasn't really existed
for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty strange how some of that stuff sticks to you.
Yeah. Play hard, go pro.
Yeah.
That was one of the best slogans.
Yeah, play hard, go pro. That's so awesome. Okay, so you got BS for Funny B. Look at the shotgun from Gerpa though. It is brutal.
So nice.
And out comes the rails too. And it's like his life is on the clock.
Quad versus BS.
He's gonna go for it.
Where'd he
go?
He
created.
Oh.
He actually created. Ground is overpowered.
Oops.
And there you go. Cannon just with some rockets and so on. It's really garbage time at this point. Like, we know who's gonna win.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unknown.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
Shh! Don't spoil it.
God damn it.
And the next map is obviously going to be a DM20, which also favors unknown really heavily, as you were just saying.
Yeah.
So basically, what do you think l0wfly have to do to pull themselves together and be able to overpower unknown on the map? I mean, what kind of tactics could they use that would favor their players in that situation, do you think?
They just need to play DM20 but in the same way as their opponents, but do it better. And that can be done with really good timing. Like spot on timing can really make the difference on DM20, even though it's a map which is like a lot about fighting. The timing really is what it comes down to, because you've got to be on that red when it spawns. You've got to be on those rails when they spawn, and it kind of works out around that, and also how you coordinate around that. Like if you can sit someone on that LG, and then if they do it, you got to be able to flood the room to kind of get that guy off of it. Because if you have like someone like Wins or someone, or even maybe Zyrinx usually does like a kind of roll. But if you have someone like Wins or someone on the lightning gun and he starts to stack up,
that's not going to be pretty.
It's dangerous. Yeah, it's